Hello world. How you doing out there? Richard Carver here on day 155 of sobriety after I spent 20 years of my life high. It's my birthday eve. Well, technically, it's 1:36 a.m. So, I guess that really means it's my birthday right now? I guess we could possibly say that. Now, granted, this is like the fourth moving into the next day. So, although we're technically birthday, I'm technically celebrating. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a big birthday celebration stream. So, I'd love to see you guys there. For right now, let's get a little bit caught up. What in the world did I do today on my birthday eve? I did chores all day. All day, I tried to distract myself, and I got a lot done around the house. It was good. I did so many loads of dishes, so many loads of laundry. I cleaned the basement. I got my hot water heater back up and running. Talked with a lot of friends. Got to talk with my beautiful friend, Greg from California. Well, he's from Massachusetts, but he's living in California. One of my best bros. Got to really do a great catch-up call with him. Talked with a lot of different friends, a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls. I love friends and family. It's a beautiful thing. I've got plans Friday evening to go to sushi, a big old sushi feast with my mom, her husband Scott, and Kate. It's going to be awesome. I might be seeing my pop this weekend on Saturday. Liam is in the house. What's up, Liam? Thank you for being here, man. How'd your day go? I'm celebrating a little birthday eve right now. How you be doing so far, says my boy Liam. I'll be doing good. I'll be feeling good. I'm very happy because that hot water heater getting fixed was very essential. I had to get me a shower today, and showered I am. Fresh out the shower. I still got the red on my face a little bit from searing my skin with extra hot water because I love it. So feeling great, man. Yo, Jakey's here. Jakey Schnetzel says, happy birthday, buddy. Thank you, Jakey. You the best, bro. You're the best, man. You're so awesome, man. Gave me a happy early birthday and a happy birthday on my birthday. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Kate's in the house. B-Day, boy. Thank you so much, babe. You guys are awesome. Tony's in here, too. Happy birthday, old man. Oh, my gosh, it's true. I got 1 year left before I'm hitting the old, the big 4-0. This is a big year ahead. I'm trying to fit it all in into 1 year. You know, tomorrow I'm going to have kind of a birthday bash on the stream. I'm going to try and be streaming before midnight East Coast time so that it's still technically on my birthday. Play some guitar, chill out and stuff. And just appreciate seeing all you guys here. This is awesome. Thank you for all the love and all the support. You guys are great. I am freshly showered, got my hot water heater rolling. I'm so happy that I don't have to gift myself a new hot water heater for my birthday. This is a great, great feeling. Instead, I can save that money and spend it on some other bill. But yeah, I think that I did good today too with the amount of things that I got done. Didn't take a nap, so I'm feeling like I can maybe sleep before 5 a.m. because I was up until 5 a.m. last night, guys. I started hearing the birds chirping, and that's never a great great feeling to know that you've been up all night and you've got the morning birds going. You kind of realize like, oh man, what did I do? So tonight I am going to lay in bed, and I want to try and do it earlier, and it's gonna be nice. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm really hoping to talk with a lot of different friends. I'll be giving you guys a call out there and getting some good feelings. And hopefully I'll be seeing all you guys too. Maybe not just tomorrow, but, you know, in the days surrounding, it would be awesome. And that's the main stuff. That's the main stuff coming up. I'm interested to see how Saturday goes. I may be seeing my dad, which, you know, how that can... For anyone who's been watching or knows me, knows that my dad and I love each other very much. He's an awesome guy, but we have that contentious stuff sometimes, and so we haven't really spoken in like about 6 months, you know, maybe 5-ish months, somewhere in there. But just recently he started texting me, and we started discussing things a little bit. And, I want those good vibes and those good feelings with my father. That's something I really want in life. So if I see him Saturday, that would be wonderful, and looking forward to making that happen. So that would be my Saturday plans. Liam's got a question up in here. Look what we got. Liam says, would you rather, Richard edition. Liam says, would you rather be 29 or be 37? Would I rather be 29 or 37? 29. 29 was a great year. I really liked 29. And I even had a great, wild 30th birthday. I had two 30th birthdays. One was in New York City, and one was at my home. And both were fantastic. I traveled to New York City, saw a lot of friends from college, had this wild hotel bar place rented out that it was all a big surprise party. My friends flew in from all around the country, and it was amazing. And I don't know, that was in my whiskey drinking phase. I gave up whiskey when I was 31. So for my 30th, I drank a lot of whiskey, and wound up getting 1 or 2 hours of sleep, and at some point in time laying in the bathtub and just letting the hot water take over, like, after the party. It was a wild time. There was a lot of insane stories. I think at one point in time, my mom was up there. Well, my mom, traveled with me for this, and my girlfriend at the time, and my ex, and we get up there, and all my friends came in. We had a great party, and I know that my ex missed it all because she drank too much in the very beginning of the night, so she wasn't there for any of this. But we had the whole lobby rented out, these different rooms rented out. It was a really awesome time. And somewhere in the night, now my mom traveled with her best friend at the time, and it was out of nowhere. I don't even know what happened. She was fighting a cop. And there was oh my gosh, this was it. She dove over the front desk of the hotel and grabbed the dude's shirt and was trying to fight the guy at the front concierge desk. And then her son, which was one of my good friends, was there. And then he was trying to pull the guy outside to have a fight with him. And the cops were called, and everyone was so gone. It instantly sobered me. I was like, shoo. And then I spoke with the cops, and I was like, I don't drink. I haven't drank all night. Everything's okay. We got this, officers. We're going upstairs to our rooms. This is all good. And they believed me and left. It was fantastic. I'm so glad that a bunch of my friends and my mom's friend didn't wind up getting arrested in New York City for whatever in the world was going on there. So that was one of the parties. Now, a lot less dramatic of a party and fantastic party was at my house. I had a huge banger, and my buddy Jake was there for that. If you're still listening, Jake, I know you was there. And I had a huge burn pile that we constructed with a bunch of wood, and I shot a flaming arrow into it. I took two because the first one I missed. I did miss with the flaming arrow. I missed the big bonfire, but the second one lit the boy, and it was an awesome time. So yeah, 29 was a cool year. 37 was still a good year, but I think it would be great to do 29 onwards. Tony, thank you so much. Says you got the checkered flag, made it to 39. Woo woo woo. And Jake says a 15-minute speech by my drunk ass. Jake was so amazing. Jake, I loved your speech, and it still makes me feel special to this day. You're my bestie, bro. I love you so much, Jake, and I really appreciate it. Jake gave a wonderful orator on our friendship, and it was a great 30th birthday gift. I loved it, Jake, and it was so sweet of you, man. Liam says, would you rather be Richard the dog or be Richard the homie? Richard the dog or Richard the homie? Hmm. Dog. I'd go dog, but that's because ChatGPT I named homie. So when me and ChatGPT talk, that's his name. He's homie. Kate says, "Oh my, the arrow and the flames. Can we recreate that?" Kate, let's go. Let's absolutely recreate that. I still have the a new burn pile that now has a whole bunch of stuff all in it, like bramble and everything. But me, Jake, and Haley, Jake's wife, we all tried to burn that a year or two ago, and I think it was too wet. So we just got to douse the whole thing in diesel fuel and shoot it from far away. So would love to. Yep, Jake says, Kate, the burn pile is nice and high now. Absolutely, it's ready. Tony says, the biggest thing I ever gave up was complaining. No one listened anyway. That's a great thing to abstain from, is complaining. I agree. I try not. I'm more, if I have anything, it's more of like, I view things as stories, you know. I try not to be a complainer about them. More of like, can you believe? But yeah, I love abstaining from things, and I always give up stuff for birthdays. I wonder what I should give up this year. Maybe Skittles. I don't know. I love Skittles a lot. I don't know. Skittles are like my special little treat, you know. Maybe I won't give up Skittles. But I've given up, Bud. Today's 155 days, no Bud. I've given up whiskey, video games. What else have I given up? I know there's something else in there. At one point in time, I gave up Doritos. But I don't think that was for a birthday or a New Year, so that one folded. And Doritos are kind of like my little special gift sometimes as well. Kate says, no, they're too good. I know, Skittles are amazing. And yeah, Kate, I'm looking forward to shooting a flaming arrow into my burn pile. That will be so fun. We just have to make sure we have the right trajectory. It wasn't even that I missed it. It came up short, which is the worst. And everyone's like, yeah, and it's like a big to-do, and I go into the didn't make it at all to the burn pile. But actually, my buddy Aaron was there for that too. Kate, he can attest. He was there for it. But yeah, so looking forward to some good things for tomorrow. It'll be a good feeling. I'm going to run some errands. I may hit a pawn shop or two because Kate says, haha, amazing. And Jake is so true. He said that bow was a toy, in fairness. That's the thing. It wasn't like some gigantic bow and arrow. It was a medium. It was like a full bow but half size, I guess, and I mean, I still got some distance on it once I realized I had to hit the trajectory up. But yeah, I might hit a pawn shop or two tomorrow just to see if I'll find a birthday gift for myself, which I am looking right now for a 5-string electric bass, because I love my 4-string bass so much. It's a 1996 American P bass. I love it so much, and it's in such great condition that I basically worry about it the whole time when I take it out to gigs and stuff. And it's a fantastic bass, but I also would kind of want one more lower string. So it would be kind of neat if I get a 5-string, and if I get it from a pawn shop and it's already kind of beat up, then I wouldn't feel so bad about taking her out, Tony says, I remember my 20s, 30s, and 40s, but when I turned 50, I cannot almost remember anything between those 10 years. Don't know why. I do know how fast through 50 to 60 went. Like, where did it go? So, Tony, do you feel like your timing has wrenched up as you've gotten older? Like time just moves faster and faster? Is that a phenomenon that, like, we all go through? Because I know that time does feel faster. Like, the fact that I'm turning or am 39 right now is wild. I mean, I can't even believe this past year is gone already. I did a lot this past year. I'm proud of this past year. I re-angled a lot of my life big time. And I mean, I was a teacher for all the years prior, and this is the first year where I really took a chance and did something way different. But I can't believe that it's already passed, and my 30s in general definitely feel very fast. So Liam, this was a good question right off of there. That would I rather be at 29 or 37? Because 29, I feel like that year alone was in some ways longer than my 30s. But I still love where I'm at. You know, I still am so thankful for life. So I'm so happy to be where life is right now. And Tony says, yes, from 50 to 60, I almost have no memory. It went so fast. Wow. Well, I'm glad you find yourself here and that we have you here, Tony. And it's pretty amazing that it went so fast. And I hope there can be some ways that we can keep slowing it down for everybody, because life is so awesome. I just want to enjoy it. Liam says, would you rather break the world record or break the world record for the most good haircut, or break 29 genius world record? Let's see. Would you rather break the world record for the most good haircuts or break 29 genius world record? If it has to do with mind capacity, I want those world records. I love thought stuff and thought-provoking things, which brings up that show I was trying to stream the other night, Devil's Plan, when I was on the treadmill, and you were with me, Tony, when we were discussing the basement stuff, and I had the Devil's Plan streaming. That's such a fun, different reality show. It's on Netflix, and it is it's all brain stuff. They do these wild brain games, and it's not just it's definitely not simple. And instead of just kind of like random people that go through, it's all like big time celebrities from South Korea, and it's such an interesting show in that way. So I don't understand half of the games, and I'm always impressed that these contestants are putting things together. Tony says, my mind's always been like stuck in the 80s, which is fine. That would be amazing, Tony. Like in what part? The beginning 80s, mid 80s, or late 80s? Because from what I can gather, the very beginning of the 80s had a much different flavor than like 89. Like 89 is practically the 90s at that point. 89 really has that feel. Because I'm 86 baby. And I was like coming to some consciousness around in that time. And maybe it's just because of how you grow up and stuff like that, and you don't have any reference for the time prior to yourself being born. But now that I look back, it seems that like the early 80s had a much different flavor than the beginning of the 90s, you know? Kate says, Liam has the most chaotic questions and keeps you on your toes. It's awesome, Liam. It is so fun, Kate. Liam, I love your questions, man. Liam says, oh, you had barely got there, and then boom, YouTube struck the ban hammer on Richard. It's true. They just straight up, I got an email that actually used that wording, that my stream was banned. And banned from all countries in the world, it said. I'm like, whoa. So luckily nothing happened to my channel or the stream. I didn't get a copyright strike or anything. They were just like, yo, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold off and not even attempt again. Oliver in the house and says jump in lake. Oliver, I think I'm going to have to do a special jump in lake video just for you at this point. I think it's going to have to happen. The weather's getting warmer, and there will be a day where that will make sense. And it's going to, I think that's something I can do for you, man. Jumping in the lake actually sounds kind of nice on a hot day. I will stream myself fishing one day, and by the time I'm done fishing, or maybe in the beginning or middle, at some point when I'm fishing, I'll jump in. I will. I got you out there. Says, yeah, you better. Tony says, I was married in 1980, married 45 years now. Whoa, she was 16, I was 19. I got lucky the first time. Oh, that is a beautiful love, Tony. Congratulations. 45 years. Man, I love that for you. I love that for you so much, Tony. Married 1980. I feel like my parents got married around then. Um, I think that's what, somewhere in there, 80 or 81, or I'll have to ask them. It was early 80s when my parents had gotten married, and they separated almost 10 years ago now. It was definitely a different feeling, and still is. You know, they're both actually remarried, but I felt like it was a kind of a hard thing to have them separate in later life. You know. What time am I at, Liam? I'm East Coast time right now. We are coming up on 2 a.m. Oliver has no years for me. Is that no married years for you, Oliver? Hopefully someday, bro. I think it's a beautiful thing to share life with somebody. I'm really happy. You know what, guys? Jake that is here in the chat, or if he is still in the chat, I officiated Jake's wedding, actually. So that was a wonderful honor of a lifetime. And what a beautiful wedding it was. Such an awesome location, such an awesome time. Like a great band, live band that played, friends of Jake and mine. We had so much dancing. It was awesome. One of Jake's great good friends couldn't make it, and they printed out a cardboard, full life-size cardboard cutout of this dude. And so we all were just dancing with the cardboard cutout of the guy. It was amazing. Jake says, true story. Thanks again. Oh my gosh, Jake, thank you for asking me to do it. It's seriously one of my favorite memories in the world. It really, truly is, man. It's like, can't even tell you how much it means to me, man. It was a beautiful thing to share that with you, share the talking with you beforehand, you and your bro, and, sharing that, with just that whole experience with the whole wedding party. It was just amazing, man. I loved it. And love seeing you and Hailstorm building the family. It's just the most beautiful thing. Oliver, no marriage for me. I'm literally 11. Well, give it 10 years, bro. You're in mountain time, so you're at 11:58, about to be midnight. So I'm about to have a birthday in your time too, just a delayed reaction time. Because mine is over the time, getting up there with about to be hitting at 2 a.m. Kate loves it. Tony says, I have had many people ask me how we have done it. My answer for me has always been pretty simply, meaning what you say, and meaning what you say, meaning at the altar. That's beautiful. I mean, just reminding yourself of being here now and experiencing those moments and being there for that person like a true teammate. That's awesome. Oliver got to go to bed. Oliver, have the best night's sleep, bro. Tony says, why say it if you don't mean it, right? Absolutely. I was just saying this to Kate, was it earlier tonight or yesterday? It's like I'm not going to say things that I don't mean in general. You know, that's just kind of like who I am. Maybe some people are just like spouting stuff, but it's like I don't really speak up about stuff unless I have certain feelings. And we were kind of discussing how it's interesting how some people will take you seriously and some people don't. And it's like, why? It's not like I'm just like saying words. I'm saying things that matter when I talk, you know. And it's important, I feel like, to speak with intent and to have your heart behind a lot of stuff, you know. So I love that for you, Tony. I think it's amazing. 45 years is such an accomplishment. Congratulations to you guys. And I think having a best friend in that person, too, is an important thing, you know. Liam says, have a good night rest, Oliver. Oliver says, okay, thanks. So, yeah, guys, I mean, how about a couple questions out of if real fast? And then before it gets to be 5 a.m., I'm going to try and wind this brain and body down because I'm wired up. I kind of like that I get more energy at night in some ways because it's like those secret kind of stolen hours in a way. But I do want to have somewhat of a longer daytime day tomorrow. One thing I really learned early, though, is so true. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. You know what, Tony? It took me. I remember hearing that saying when I was a kid and not understanding it and not thinking it was like a true thing for a long time. And then as I've gotten older, I can see some value in that. It's like they're both planets and both planetary, but just sometimes just because of the way society happens, there can be some different ways that, I don't know, different thought processes, and it's just an interesting thing. But I love that we can come together on Earth. It's like Mars, Venus, but we come together on Earth, And I think through communication, truthfulness, that type of thing, communication is huge. I'm a big communicator as much as I try to be. Let me see here. What am I reading here? Liam says, I'm super close to 100% battery. Then I'm free from this short charger. Yes, that's always a great feeling. Mine is at 91. I had a good charge session today. Usually I'm in the red. Kate says yes. So I think you're agreeing with the with Tony's assessment there, Kate. Liam's at 91. Wait, we're both at 91%, Liam? That's wild. Jake says, no, girls are from Mars so they can obtain jars. Tony says, for one small example, who notices flowers in a large field first and will comment on it? Her. Yeah, I will see the large field, and maybe not as much the flowers. I might see a deer. Oh no, it was something. Liam says same. Yeah, it's wild. That's why we're both at 91. Something else. We'll have to see what later, Miss Kate. I'm looking forward to seeing Kate and hopefully some Jake tomorrow. It'll be awesome. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's get a couple questions up in there. Let's see what's up. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good question, you guys. Check this out. If you were invited to join one current musical group, which group would you want to be a member of, and what instrument would you play? I'm already predicting Jake. Jake is going to want to be in one of two bands. Talk, and you could be the drummer, or the band that has the opening right now, Humphreys McGee, and it could be their drummer. Am I right, Jake? What about you guys? What musical group would you join, and what instrument would you play? Carrot birthday cake and milk tomorrow for sure. Oh my gosh, Tony, that would be awesome. That's right. I do have, what do I have in town? Sprouts just came to town. Aren't they kind of like it? They would probably have an amazing carrot cake. We moved my birthday dinner from tomorrow till Friday, so some of those types of things might be moved. I do think that my mom, who I'm going to see on Friday, has some type of special cake or pie thing going on. That's it. I love some pie, but carrot cake is my favorite type of cake. Jake, yeah, right, bro. You are amazing. Jake says, I'm not worthy of either, but you nailed it. Yay! You totally could do it, bro. Tony says, mine would be Boston. I've been playing drums for 40 years now, so I kind of could have an advantage. Oh, Tony, Jake plays drums. That's awesome. Jake's an amazing drummer. And that's right. I remember you were saying in one of your comments before that you've been playing music for so long. That is awesome. Boston would be a great choice. I love Boston. That first album that was it? Brad Delp was the singer. Tom, what was the Tom? Oh gosh, don't tell me yet. I'm gonna close my eyes. Made the rock something pedal. Super smart dude. Wrote most of the music for the first album and recorded most of it. Tom Schultz. Bam. Love Boston. That's right, Kate. We getting sushi. We're gonna get so much sushi. We're gonna get a sushi boat. It's gonna be amazing. And it's so funny they choose a boat because I don't know any other. Is there any other type of restaurant that's like, yo, you get so much stuff. We're gonna bring it out on like a mini Mack truck or a mini truck. Like, it's so funny that sushi brings a mini boat and puts it all in there. Could you imagine if there was like a hamburger place that brought out, and somebody brought a ton of hamburgers, and it's just like a mini Mack truck that they bring out on the table or something. Jakey Jake says, nighttime peace. See you soon. Nighty night, Jakey. Sweet dreams, my brother. Thanks for the happy birthday, man. Liam says, anyways, happy birthday, Richard. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for my birthday cakes. Thank you so much. That's right. I just turned 39 where you are out there, Liam, in Utah, right? Oh my gosh. Yep, that's right, Tony. Tom Schultz, amazing guy. Kate says Justin Bieber. We were watching Alex Jones videos earlier, a video that Kate sent me of Alex Jones losing it, and he kept saying Justin Bieber. Oh, thank you, Jake. Jake says, like the video, nerds. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jakey. Okay, what band am I joining? What band? Hold on here. What band am I joining? What band am I joining? Golly. I'd like to... Papadosio would be a great band. I would love to join Papadosio. It's an interesting choice, I feel. But this is a band that I love. Jake and I have actually seen Papadosio together. If you're still there, my bro. And I've always felt like I would like to sing for Docio. I could play some extra guitar for him, but that dude Anthony is just incredible. Anthony Thogmartin, amazing guitarist, but they don't have a lead singer exactly, and I always felt that Docio could really benefit from that. But instead, they're going on hiatus after this fall. They're doing a couple cavern shows, like down in a cave cavern. There's maybe it's in Kentucky or Tennessee. There's these big, beautiful caverns that actually put concerts on down there. Now, I don't think I want to. I want to go in concept and different, like maybe just because I don't want to miss out on Docio's last shows. But I don't want to go underground. Especially with like bumping bass and stuff. It seems a little too sketchy for me, you know. But, oh my gosh, Liam, you put 39 birthday cakes. That's incredible, dude. You're awesome. Tony says, man, if you haven't, you have to go check out their backstory. It will blow your mind. Tom is a genius. That's the bit that I know just a bit of. He's a true genius. He made that pedal. I think, didn't he go to Harvard? And from what I remember, there was some really long legal battle with Boston. Like, they used to be called, like maybe it was the Boston Transportation something or other, and they had to shorten it to Boston. And but then I don't think that had to do with the legal part. I think there was a separate legal issue, and he ended up winning it, but it took like a long, long time. Behind the scenes, imagine. You should post this. What's that, Liam? This our discussion now, or a behind the scenes of what, 39 birthday cakes? Which, by the way, you guys, how do I make these chats come up like later on? Because I thought that I had selected for the chats to stay from the live chat, and they go away. Tony says, we opened for Collective Soul in 2005, which for me was incredible. Gosh, that's truly incredible, Tony. I love Collective Soul. Love them so much. I went to the lead singer's school, so he was a pretty big deal, the college that he went to. And so many Collective Soul songs I love. I think they're a super talented band. That first, was it their first album? The album that has blue on the cover. Incredible. So that is so cool you opened up for them. and in 2005. That's when I was in college. I should post this stream. I will definitely post a stream under live. Are you saying like as a different... Oh. I was trying to make sure my microphone wasn't making a buzzing sound, and I caused it to buzz. Are you saying maybe I should post it as a separate live video? I've been thinking about doing that, Liam. Tony, did you open for Collective Soul there in Mississippi? Or did you guys travel somewhere for it? So yeah, that's my answer, guys. The music group I would join, Papadosio, and I would be their singer. Kate, what you got for me? You still there? You would... Are you saying you would join Justin Bieber? Or was that just a shout out to Alex Jones? And what would you play, Kate? Liam, what about you? What band would you join? And what would you play? Tony says their music changed everything. We had never heard anything like them on radio. It was beautiful. December and that beginning riff, that da 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 da. Tell me how it won't, tell me how it does. Tell me how it don't, love be there. Love me there. They were so awesome. And that beginning riff of boom boo da 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 wa da 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 oh da 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 I am. And don't worry about it, don't leave me alone. Turn your head now, baby, just spit me out. Yeah. Liam would join Snoop Dogg. Would you be Snoop Dogg? Would you be rapping with Snoop Dogg? Would you just take his place, Liam? Kate is still trying to decide, but you think that you would probably play drums for Tropical Fuck Storm or something. That is awesome. Hey, did their new album just come out? Isn't it supposed to come out in June? What? Hold on here. Did we miss it? When is that coming out? June 20th is the new album, Kate. So soon. But that's awesome that you would join them. You would be amazing, and with them, your energy would definitely fit well. Rhythms are crazy, but a fun challenge. Well, I think this would mean that like you would be also incredible at the instrument that you go for. You know, that's the way I'm imagining it. I'd play drums definitely for someone. Yeah, not yet. Soon. We got to get you on our set right here. I got the set right next to me, y'all. Let me turn this a little bit. Tony, I got a drum set right here, bro. Let me just turn it a little. Bam, right next to me. I got the Gretsch Blackhawk here. Bam. Gotta get you on it, Kate. Hey, it's all right. It'll all come back to you, and I doubt you will. You're probably amazing. You got great groove. You got great rhythm. It's just like dancing with sticks, you know? Tony says, what was even crazier was the drummer had to use my drum kit because his got caught up in an accident. Whoa. He came up and told me what happened and asked me, could he use my kit? And I was like, hell yeah. That's awesome. Do you still have that kit? That's so cool. You saved the day. I think they recently put out like a 20th anniversary of that album too. Let's see. I think I have that on vinyl, the 20th anniversary version. What is that blue one called? The blue one's just called Collective Soul. And yeah, 1995 it came out. So 30th. Whoa. How do years happen like this, you guys? 30th anniversary, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. 30th anniversary of that album this year, Tony. Whoa. Yeah, Shine, December, The World I Know, Where the River Flows, boom, boom, down, down, when the river flows, down, down, down. I'm a pearl kit and a paste cymbal guy, says Tony. Yeah, you know, my Gretsch set, I have Zildjian and everything, but the thing about my set is that it was the practice kit that was used at our music shop for years that our drum teacher taught on. So I was able to get a really wonderful deal on it. So I'm not, like, I play drums, but I wouldn't call myself like a drummer by trade type of thing. So I was just happy to get a great deal on it, and it's held it down. I love it. But if I had to work out a kit, Pearl is awesome. Their Player series, is that the series? I don't know. I wish at some point in time, Tony, I hope that you and my buddy Jake that was on here commenting earlier will get to talk some drum stuff. Jake is a fantastic drummer, super humble and super incredible, and he made his he just recently made his bass drum. He got like a custom bass drum and put all the hardware on it and wrapped it. It's awesome. But he got like all the toms, snare new, and I can't remember what exactly it is, but it's like it's beautiful. It's awesome stuff. Liam says 1, 2, 3 to the faux Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre. Is that yo dough? Tony says yes, I still have it. And ain't it crazy how fast that time has gone by since that album, right? I was like, hold on here, 20 years. And then when I saw 1995, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 30 years. The 90s were so great for music too. Tony, you remember do you guys, Liam, I'm not sure if you know these guys. What were the Days of the New? I always loved Days of the New, and I was always sad that they didn't push through as far. But their lead singer Travis Meeks, unfortunately, I think he got hooked on some pretty heavy stuff, and then that band went on to become Tantric, which had their own success, which was awesome. Liam says, ain't nothing but a Gans party. Gans blank party. What is that party? I'm not too familiar with Snoop or Dre lyrics, unfortunately. I can't fill in the blank there, Liam. I fail. Tony says, paste for me has more of a crash sound, which I have always liked. Yeah, I really, really liked some of their like the deeper acoustic songs, Tony. Liam says Tupac. Liam, do you rap some? Gangsta. Gotcha. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. See, I couldn't even fill in 2 letters. I super failed on that, Liam. Yeah, they were great. I think that finally Travis is clean, which is really awesome and great for them. He was on that show, that A&E show, Intervention. It was wild. Let's do another question, you guys. Let's see. If you were to receive any existing public award, what award would you like to win? I don't know what public awards all are, guys. Yeah, right, Liam. Some type of like giving back to the community award, something that was good for the kids or something that helped a family out, or here's a wild true story for you guys. Something that involves my dad is that before my dad moved away, and he had this farm on the back side of me. Like, we don't live right next to each other. It was like, it's a kind of hard to explain, but our properties had touched. He was in the field with a golf cart, a couple people helping him. He was setting up paintball park field, doing some work out there. And I was in my house, and I think I was just like out of the shower, or for whatever reason, I was straight up naked. It was like probably waking up, something of that sort. And then there's these big screeching of tires that happened and a big crash sound. And I immediately started like throwing on clothes and everything as fast as I could because I knew there was a big crash. And by the time I got myself out the front door, my dad had already gotten on the golf cart. Now it was a mule, like next level golf cart, and I had started running down the street at where there's this car that was all engulfed in smoke, all smashed up right on the side of the road from hitting a tree. And right as I started running down the road, my dad is in front of me and jumps the mule onto the road, because the road is like a little bit above, like, where there's like a ditch and then the road up. Jumps the mule and turns, and it's like on two wheels. It goes all the way to it. And as he gets up to the car, hops off of the still rolling mule and tries to open the door of the car. And it was in flames by that point in time. And the door wouldn't open. And my dad punched the window out, and it's all this smoke coming up. And it happened right in front of me as I'm still running up to it. It all happened so fast. And my dad bear hugged the door, like full on bear hugged it, and bent the door and pulled this dude out who was literally just smoking. And the poor guy had like skin. Oh, it was terrible, terrible, terrible. And saved this guy's life. And fire paramedics came. And my dad got an award from our town for saving his life. It was wild. And then years later, that man was a cook at one of the diners near us, and my dad never knew him, never got to really speak with him. And the guy came out from the kitchen, and like it was like, I'm that guy. And it was like a really emotional like handshake. It was amazing. But yeah, so something like that is an award that I would like to in some way give back. Tony says, yeah, an award for helping the homeless and such. Absolutely. Liam asks, would you rather visit the Richard Dog or visit Hollywood? Visit the Richard Dog IR, or is that an or visit Hollywood? Or would you rather live in Maryland or live in LA? Ooh, Liam, that's a hard one. Gosh, that is hard, Liam. That's actually a question that I wrestle with already, because a huge faction of my friends that I went to college with, and even some that moved down here to this house that I'm in right now, have moved and live in LA now, and they have always wanted me to come out there and live by them or with them, and have a life going on out there as well. But I love it where I'm at too. I love this house. I love the area that I'm in. I've come to love it over years. The thing is, this house does do things to kind of like test my my resolve or my time sometimes, because like, for instance, the whole basement flooding that loves to happen, that is just one of many ways that the house takes time. But also it teaches me home ownership and teaches me to be on top of things like that. But Liam, that I don't know if I can even answer that, because I want to do both. I would love, what I would love, Liam? I would love to be able to rent this house out and not get rid of it, have somebody live in the upstairs portion of it, make that a rentable apartment unit that would cover the mortgage or something, and then live for some time in LA. I would say would be pretty cool. Right, Kate? Well, Kate says, whoa, crazy story. Yeah, it was wild. I mean, it was terrible in terms of that poor guy and all of the burns that he went through. He was very smoking when he came out of that car. It was rough. Paramedics had to cut all of his clothes off when they came, and it was rough. But also so thankful for my dad to be there and to do that and save his life. You know, it was amazing. Tony says, I still have my concert tickets in a scrapbook from the 70s and 80s. Oh my gosh, here we go. What did you see? Oh my gosh, you saw Bob Seger. I imagine the Silver Bullet Band, right? Or was it just Bob Seger? Like, I love some Bob Seger. Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, Journey, Tom Petty, Fleetwood Mac, Rush, Bad Company, and on, and the highest ticket price was $750. Oh, Tony, you're killing me, bro. Can you guys imagine being able to see all these icons? And, you know, concerts used to be more for, you know, like, it's like the entertainment of the people, you know, and now it is sad, like, you know, concert tickets are like hundreds of dollars. It's insane. That's so cool you got to see them. What would you say out of just the ones you listed, Tony? Which one was the first and maybe even the second? Which was the best one and maybe a runner-up? Liam says, would you rather be the world's super strongest guy on the planet or go to the gym and arm wrestle? Would I rather be the world's super strongest guy on the planet or go to the gym and arm wrestle? I would be beat, I would say, if I went to the gym now and arm wrestled. Are you saying would I arm wrestle as the super strongest guy on the planet? Or arm wrestle the super strongest guy on the planet? If I were the super strongest guy on the planet, here's a question for you. Would I also have the biggest muscles? Because I will say, I have heard when your muscles get too big, you have a hard time wiping. And I don't want to have that problem, bro. So I might not want to be the world's super strongest guy, because that might make life hard. I wouldn't mind having more definition, though. So maybe I would choose your second choice. And Liam is now at 96%. I dropped one, man. I'm down to 90 now. Liam needs 4%. Kate says, wild, Tony. Tony says, I grew up most of my life in Mississippi, graduated high school in Las Vegas, was there only 4 years, had to move back to Mississippi, could not get used to the desert. I really loved my time in Vegas. I've been twice, and just had a great time both times. I really enjoyed it. The problem was I the second time that I went, I thought that I was going to go and become like a professional gambler because I did so well my first time. I really did well. And I was only playing roulette. So happy about it. To the point where like I scheduled a trip the following year just so I could go back to Vegas. But then it turned out that I am not a good gambler, apparently, and I lost so much money my second time. So I have not been back to Vegas since, and I know that I could enjoy Vegas without the gambling aspect and stuff. It's a cool spot in general. But yeah, the desert in comparison to Mississippi seems like it has an abundance of life, of green, green on green, Tony says, all of them were great, but Rush was mind-blowing. We smoked a couple blunts before we went in, and when they started playing, I lost my high. They were incredible, truly just mind-blowing. Whoa, Tony. Whoa, to see Rush, I mean, 3 dudes putting on that incredible of a show is so cool to know. Didn't they have a wild light show as well? Wasn't that a thing for Rush, having a big light show? Liam says, I would basically be the Hawk, but 59 million times better. Yeah, the Hawk, I don't like his anger. Hawk gets a little bit too mad for me. I like to just be Hawk able, but without the anger, But still, I would just want to be able to have full movement of my arms. Well, let's do this, guys. Let's do one more question. And then let's say goodnight to each other. Because it's 2:30 a.m. where I'm at. And even though I'm not tired, I would really like to not go to bed at 5 a.m. tonight. I hear it knocking on my door already. So let's find one more good question. I would love to hear what you guys have the answer to this next good question. And Tony says, yes, huge scream behind them. And Liam says, well, I meant without mad. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I would love to be that strong. And definitely without the mad part. What would you choose? Would you, Liam? All right, let's find it. Let's find one more good question here. These are all good, but which one do we end with? Gosh. These are all good. If you could decide how to spend your last day alive, what would you do? If you could decide what would be written on your gravestone, what would be inscribed? If you had to choose the single most valuable thing you ever learned, what would it be? Like, all of these are great ones. If you were kidnapped and allowed to telephone one person for 1 minute only, who would you call? Golly, if you could enact one law in your country that does not currently exist, what would it be? Oh my gosh. I would revoke Citizens United. If you could only own one thing for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Golly, golly, golly. All right, let's pick one of those ones that I just read off. All right. If you could decide how to spend your last day alive, what would you do? I would see every single one of my friends and family that I could. And have my guitar in my hand the whole time. You know, relatively the whole time. I'd give hugs and stuff too. But my Gibson CL20, my acoustic Gibson, and play music, maybe sing with my friends and family, and yeah, 100% see my friend, every single friend and family, everybody that maybe I've ever known. I love Neil Young, especially his back catalog, and I think it's Rust, the movie that, the documentary type live performance movie. Maybe it's Rust Never Sleeps, I think might be the name of it. They spent the most money on the movie at the part of editing out apparently a coke rock that had gotten stuck in his nose, and for like an up close shot of him. So it seems to be that was going on pretty hardcore back then, Tone. Liam says, would you rather be my favorite YouTube buddy who is Richard or be a cop? Liam, you're the best, bro. You're the best. I definitely would rather be your YouTube buddy. Liam, you're awesome, man. I would do everything, and stream is over. Well, that's about right there, Liam. You're the best, and Tony, you're the best. Kate, you're the best. Jake, you're the best. You all mean so much to me, and what a beautiful way to start bringing in my birthday. It was spending time with you guys and having some great laughs. That was fun. That was some great conversation, you guys. That was really cool. So thank you all for being here. Tomorrow night, I'm going to, I think, try and get on a little earlier and do a little birthday bash. I think the Gibson that I mentioned, that would be there on the time with family and friends. The Gibson's going to make an appearance tomorrow night, and we're going to play some songs, I believe. And yeah, I'll be here, and I hope to see you guys here tomorrow night too. Tony says, have a great day tomorrow, and God bless everyone here. Thank you, Tony. You as well. Kate's got the birthday love going on. Kate, thank you. Thank you. Liam, thank you. Tony, thank you. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching and for being here. Hope you all are taking care of yourselves, because you deserve it. You deserve it in your lives. Peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye, everybody. Sweet dreams.